Did giants really exist? When I say giants, I'm talking about huge beings that are really tall, strong. What I'm referring to is the Nephilim in the Old Testament. I've been studying about these creatures for years now, kind of off and on. I look up scriptures about them. I take notes about them. I've blogged about them extensively. So I'm doing this video to see if any of you out there have any insight that you want to share, or if you just want to read my old blog posts and to tell me, what you think and see if you could offer any more wisdom. And when I mention the Nephilim to other Christians, sometimes they don't know who I'm talking about. When I mention the giants, they say Goliath. I don't know if Goliath was considered a Nephilim. I don't think so. He was a big person, but I don't think he's grouped in with the Nephilim. The Nephilim are debatable within the Christian world, Christian circles, theologists, because it's debatable as to where they came from. Sometimes some believe that it's the fallen angels mated with human women, and these huge beings were created. And others say they're the sons of Seth, and I don't even remember what exactly that meant, but the sons of Seth didn't make sense to me, because why would that make them so huge? The reason why I was always fascinated by them was because it almost sounds like something in science fiction. It doesn't really seem real that an angel would mate with humans. There are scriptures in the New Testament, I know, where it says that the angels are different. They don't mate. The angels in heaven don't mate the way, we do here on earth, like humans do. But what about the fallen angels? Are they different? So that's what I've been looking at. They pop up, and it's kind of confusing because they pop up and then they disappear, because when they popped up, they were creating all this turmoil on the earth. At least I believe they were. This is in the Old Testament. And they were destroyed during the flood. But then they pop up again when Moses sends his spies out to look at the land, to spy on the land. I believe it's related to the land of milk and honey, or the promised land or something. Again, I read these scriptures over the years. I didn't go back and read every scripture before doing this video, but I've read all of this, over the span of maybe the last 10 years. Even my son, who's 20, he knows about me mentioning the Nephilim over the years. It's just something I've just been looking at off and on, like I've already mentioned. But when he sent the spies, they found these big giant grapes, which I thought that was interesting as well, how the fruit was really big. And they saw these huge beings, and they said the Nephilim are there. And it's like we were like ants compared to them. And I know they got in trouble. I don't even go into that, about how they got in trouble for even thinking that they couldn't overtake these big beings, and how there was trouble after that. Some stuff happened, and I don't feel like talking about that right now. Go back and read it in the Bible. I'm sure you can find the scripture. But anyway, what I wanted to say was these beings existed in the Old Testament. I believe they may have had six fingers and 6 toes, on their hands and feet, I believe. And I think they might have had double teeth as well. So I've been curious about them for a long time, and I just thought I would just do this video about them. Again, the link is in the comments with all of my blog posts. There are a lot of them. So I've read through all the scriptures that mention the Nephilim. So that's why I would like to know more about them. I spoke to a pastor about them. He did give me the name of somebody who did a video about them, giving me more insight. And I did watch the video, and the link for the video is in one of my blog posts. It was such a long time ago. I'm not sure if the video if it's still available on the internet, because time has passed. I don't remember the person who was an expert on them that the pastor had referred me to, but I can find it. I'll just have to go through my blog post, and I will post links to all of this in the comments. So if you know anything about the Nephilim, or if you studied them, or if you're an expert on them, it'd be great. You just leave a comment. Let me know anything unique you might know about them. Another thing that I did learn is that some believe that modern day Nephilim are actually related to what you see as UFOs, like people flying in UFOs, like the outer space people, outer people not from this earth. Some believe that that's the Nephilim that exists now. Now, I wasn't really interested in that aspect. I was thinking more of this from what I read in the Old Testament, but I did listen. The expert that was referred to me about the Nephilim, I talked to a pastor, and he referred me to a video from a video shot by somebody who is an expert on the Nephilim. When I looked at that video, he goes into the whole thing about the outer space UFOs and extraterrestrials, that type of thing. So, well, thanks for listening to this video in its entirety, and I hope you have a nice day. Don't forget to leave a comment about this subject matter. When you read the blog posts, be sure to start at the very bottom of the screen and then work your way to the top. And not all of the blog posts are about the Nephilim. Some of them just mention the Nephilim in a few sentences. So, as I said, I did this here and there. So sometimes I might be blogging about another subject matter which overlaps with the Nephilim. So I'm going to tag that particular blog post as Nephilim. If you have comments or questions, just be sure to let me know. And you could also email me if you wish. Thanks, and have a great day.